Hey, what's up? Sorry, I needed a day. Thought I'd hop on here right quick. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, so if you purchased a reading from me in the last few days, okay, I just, retrograde has been, fucking with everything, all right? But one of you guys' reading is uploading right now, okay? The other two, you'll receive yours tomorrow sometime, all right? So just the FYI. Yeah, all right? Had to take a me day, This retrograde been hella crazy, man. Whiplash. So somebody don't want nobody else touching them or something like that. Somebody lovesick. Somebody done left somewhere and they never coming back. Yeah, it's hitting somebody. I don't know. Somebody ain't having a very good time. At all. Okay. Sag. Saggy, baby. What's up? 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 Sorry, I just had a little flashback to the 90s. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Be aggressive. What's that cheer that they used to do? Remember when the rival teams would come, right? Pop Warner football. When the rival teams would come or whatever, and the cheerleaders at halftime would go back and forth. Something significant about that. Maybe a memory. Okay, maybe some of y'all was cheerleaders back in the day. Something about double dutch. Okay. All right, let's get it. Whisper, tap me in the Sag, please. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Damn, I used to remember. I used to get in trouble for not paying attention to my coach at halftime because I'd be watching our cheerleaders was, grew up in the hood. Those was the best. Those was the best ones to watch. They got the best, the best get up. Cheers. There's this one though. Something about, damn, what is it? Something about your mama ugly. Something when they talk about the other team's mama, something like that. Okay, but something significant about that. I can't remember the damn shit. Something about rival teams. Okay, maybe somebody plays sports. Okay, somebody could be a professional sport player. This could be Pop Warner, football, baseball, soccer, tennis. It could be anything. Yeah, somebody could be like professional sports player though. I am picking up on that pretty clearly. Football, baseball, soccer. Something about the World Cup. Yeah. Miss Explosive. Somebody's mad, fired up, pissed off, head on fire. Okay. Mr. Satisfied in the reverse. Yeah, somebody don't like it. They don't like it. They don't like something. They got some nice teeth though. Somebody got some nice teeth though. Nostalgic. Dreamy. Somebody could be looking back at your pictures. It could be multiple people. Okay, multiple exes, multiple ex-friends. They're having a look-see here. Old pictures that you have with them. Okay, I'm looking at somebody's homecoming picture. All of a sudden, people are looking for pictures that they have from the past, from prior years, to see if you're in any of them. You know how you spot somebody in the crowd, right? Inside of a picture. You know, oh damn, I didn't see them there. You know, everybody's there. I don't know. A party could be something significant. A house party. It could be pictures from a house party, or you know, house parties in the hood or whatever. You know, if you know, you know. It's giving me like famous energy, like growing up with somebody famous, not knowing that they're going to be that, right? Treating them bad, and then when they get big, right, or big enough to where you know they're being talked about a lot. Okay, they're all of a sudden looking for evidence of you, right? Like, damn, let me go through my pictures to see if they were in any of them, right? It's kind of like trying to have a tie to you, or like, oh, I used to, it's like they're making themselves ready to be, you know, interviewed. You know how people that, you know, grew up with famous people and they want to get an interview saying that they knew the person or whatever, they went to school with the person, or, you know, oh, they were close to the person back in the day, that type of thing. So clout chasing. Okay, somebody could have walked away from a person, place, thing. Okay, somebody that has a very, very deep hunger or pleasure for another person. Okay, uncontrollable desires, but controllable at the same time. Okay, you know, they cannot be able to control them anymore. They don't want to. Okay, to be somebody. I'm actually sensing a couple people within that car. There's somebody here who has been afraid to speak to you, maybe. Okay, well, no, not maybe. I'm feeling it. Somebody that's been afraid to speak to you. Or trying to work up the courage too. Okay, they may, you know, every time they see you, again, they may have a little bit more courage than they did the last time. Okay, I feel like their courage has reached the peak. Okay, family ties. 72 to be significant. 27. We got trap. Okay, your intellectual properties are being restored. Okay, your speech being restored. The way that you speak, the way that you know, your mannerisms. Somebody tried to like take the essence of how you operate, you know, your intellect, your the way that you think. Okay, you know, you could have been feeling off a little bit, right? Like to be totally honest, kind of dumb. You know, feeling kind of dumb. Not that you are dumb, right? Obviously, but feeling that way. You know, like, you know, it's hard for it's challenging for you to say certain things that you always say, you know, or talk about things that you always talk about very fluently. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, you can't find the words to form what it is that you're trying to express. Yet that's somebody tampering with your energy, trying to take it from you. Okay? It could be somebody in your family. 1, 2, 3 in the chat. Okay, I see you. Trap. Yeah, they try to trap you. And they celebrated about it. But you had some type of breakthrough. So some people, whether it's your family or, you know, whoever this is to you, they thought that they had you down for the count, but you had some type of breakthrough. It's like, you know, when Superman always gets, you know, hit with kryptonite, you know, he's down for an allotment of time, right? When the enemy thinks that the enemy is won. But then something always happens to where Superman, you know, gets away from that kryptonite. You know, he separates it from him, whether he gets help from someone else or, you know, something watching over him helps him. Okay? So evaded a trap. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Winner. Yeah, he's like, hold up. Somebody got caught in action trying to do something. They got caught. Like getting caught with your hand in the cookie jar. Caught. Somebody's trying to trash something that you've grown. Destroy it. It's like somebody trying to come over there and kick over your sandcastle. After you done been at the beach for 5 hours, and it took you this whole 5 hours to build a damn sandcastle. It's one, that could go down in the Guinness Book of Records. Maybe somebody's trying to break a record, and then somebody comes over here and just dog piles on it. Ha 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 ha! So funny, I ruined your castle. Ha ha ha! So funny. Ha ha ha! A regular idiot. Court jester can be significant. Okay, that's how this type of energy somebody has, like a court jester. The one who dances for the king and entertains the king. Or he dies. So maybe somebody was under some type of pressure that felt like they had to do something, or they gonna die, or lose everything, or to be the end of something. Okay. I'm good. I'm good. Where my boy at? Probably sleep. Soul's whispering. Okay. Abundance. You could be hearing it through the grapevine, or through spirit that something is something's coming, something's approaching. Hold on, because I gotta get this out my damn too. It's gonna bother me this whole damn read, I promise. Whew, sorry. I had to floss right quick. Something stuck right there. Okay. Archangel Raphael, block that, whoever that is, please. You think they'd be in bed by now, Like, damn, you just waited all day, didn't you? It's all good. All right, let's see, baby. Let's see, baby. It's good? Okay, cool. Cool. Copaesthetic. Somebody can use that word. Okay, choice. Okay, somebody has a choice. Somebody's looking at, could be looking at their family life. All right. It looks like they're at the precipice of a new journey. Speak your truth. Yeah, somebody's speaking. Oh, somebody could be coming out the closet. Good for you. Good for you. It's not like that. It's not that for everybody, obviously. But whatever it is, somebody's like facing something, facing a great fear, or it's like being at their wits' end. But at the same time, not really their wits' end. Like it's controlled. It's not sporadic. Like somebody's not all over the place, right? They're ready to speak about something to their family. Okay. Because they want to take charge on something. They're grounded. They're more open. Okay, they've changed, whoever this is. Yeah, they're going to join this person right here. This person off in the distance, standing in the water. This intuitive person right here, somebody could be a prophet, prophetess, okay, or, psychic, however you want to call it. Yeah, somebody could babysit their brothers or sisters or something like that, or something about it's like taking care of your brothers and sisters so much that it's like you're their parent, right? Not really having a life. It's like, damn, what am I here for? To raise your kids, type of thing. So somebody could be getting out of a family or leaving a family like that. Yeah, they're being brave. Having compassion for themselves and releasing judgment. Okay, there could be one person that's okay and actually surprised but proud of this person for somebody shocked. Mom, dad, someone shocked that someone's saying something, someone's speaking a truth, revealing something about themselves. One person's shocked, they're just in shock, they're speechless. The other one is in shock but they're also proud of whoever this is that is speaking up for themselves, standing up for themselves. Yeah, for a fresh start. Okay. Find the lesson. Wisdom. Somebody is learning, baby. Grounding. I like that. Congratulations, whoever that's for. 1331 could be significant. I get so excited. Try, but I can't fight it. When you dancing real close. You shining right now. You looking pretty dreamy out here. You looking pretty dreamy out here, Captain. Okay, somebody, like I said, could be a prophet or prophetess. Got the staff right there. Okay, you know, you part Red Seas around this. I see that you're I am truly proud of whoever this is that's coming out the closet here. Because they are. The Hermit, the Queen of Wands, male or female. Somebody's like, okay. And then boom, they go forth and, you know, say whatever it is they have to say. Moment of truth. And then after they say it, there's like years of like fear and weight just lifted off their shoulders. Like somebody feels like they can fly right now. Okay. Good for you. Somebody feels more connected to nature around them. Okay. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, the moon. Somebody can feel, if this is the mother, they can feel more connected to their child. Now that they've revealed whatever this is that they've revealed. Something that they knew all along. Okay. I don't know. It's something, even when parents know, if that's the case, right? Even when parents know, and then when their kid tells them, there's still this energy of being shocked. I think it's just because they're hearing it out loud, maybe. Okay. You know, or it's being confirmed, right? It's going from, you know, something that they feel to being confirmed, right? Out loud. So it's not like a displaced shock, right? Like, you know, get out, you know, not that. At least from them, okay? Not that. The other one seems to be stunned, okay? Stunned. They don't even know what's it. They're just oblivious. Okay, Page of Cups. Yeah, there's compassion here. Yeah, there's compassion. There's somebody's very proud of someone. Believe it or not. Okay. The Eight of Swords. Strength. Okay. Now here goes the other parent or whoever this is, family member. Yeah, they could be acting like, you know, they're fine, or, you know, they're fine with whatever this is that's being revealed, but it makes them feel Eight of Swords. The Knight of Cups. Yeah, someone's desire. It makes them feel Eight of Swords, that someone has the desires that they have. The desires for things or people, places, love for. The Knight of Cups. Confirmation. Leo, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Heavy Pisces. Cancer. Heavy Pisces, heavy Cancer. Yeah, you're not supposed to be here. Deborah Cox in the background. You're not. You're not supposed to be here. Not today. You're not supposed to be here, beloved. You're not, but you are. The Two of Wands. Because you're supposed to be here. You know, you see how, you know, you're not supposed to be here by their account, but you're supposed to be here by his. Okay, Page of Swords. People see that now. Yeah, and it's destroying them. Ten of Swords, the Four of Pentacles. It's destroying them. They could be holding back or hiding. Okay, trying to penny pinch. Because something's, I'm seeing some people buckle down for impact. For the impact of something. Yeah, because they know something's going to knock their motherfucking socks off. It's going to peel they cat back. Whatever this is, that's they're bunkering down for. I'm seeing like one of those big motherships, right? Like a UFO. You know, the one like the ones you see in the movie, like Independence Day. That's what it looks like. It's huge. It's massive. Just sitting there. It's like pitch black dark outside, in the middle of the night. Okay, it's in a field. There's cows, hills. Somebody can live on a farm. Okay, the Page of Wands. Something about mutilations or something. This could be a cattle mutilation. The Six of Wands. The Five of Wands. Somebody's fighting, saying something. Somebody's being fake. This could be a father, okay, family member. Somebody's being fake about what they're saying to someone, that they accept someone or their decisions or whatever. Okay, they're having an internal battle on the inside. Like it's hard for them to say, "Good for you" or "Congratulations" or "I'm proud of you" or even "I love you." Okay, the Sun. This could be somebody, like I said, somebody's son. This is a male that's coming out the cloud. Okay, or if it, whatever it is, whether it's that or something else. Okay. Seven of Pentacles, but it's definitely that for someone. Somebody's emotionally intelligent, very. They don't even get credit for how emotionally intelligent they are. Maybe they weren't giving themselves, enough credit. I feel like you could have came along and you confirmed just how emotionally intellectual that they are. You confirmed it for them. Okay, Two of Cups. Love at first sight, Six of Pentacles. Okay, this is somebody who fell in love with you at first sight. Okay, King of Cups in reverse, connected to this mother figure, Queen of Cups. Four of Swords. I don't know. Somebody's mom could be emotionally manipulative. Tomboyish. This could somebody's mom could be like a tomboy energy. Very, very, very loud, like a firecracker. Okay. Uses intimidation, uses fear. Okay, to get their way. Manipulation. Somebody who will marry somebody who has a history of marrying people for money, right? Benefits, whatever that is. Okay. Military, maybe, or somebody from a different country. Somebody could have been married like 4 times. 4 or 5 times. The Hermit, Virgo. Equal E equals MC squared. Okay, somebody could be a mathematician, math teacher, a magician sideways. Yeah, something didn't work, something did not take off, or something did not pack as hard of a punch. The Hangman, the Devil. Ha! Somebody finding out that heaven and hell and demons and angels and somebody's finding out the truth. So somebody who never believed in any of that, okay, thought it was just fluff, kerfuffle. Never said that word in my life except for just now. Kerfuffle. What does that mean? Synonym. A commotion or fuss, especially one caused by conflicting views. Okay, conflicting views. Kerfuffle. Learn something new today. Ace of Wands. Somebody's magic is weak, okay? You are too high. Not too high, but you're too high up. You're too high up. Okay? You cannot be reached, This number cannot be dialed. This number don't work no more. Click, Two of Swords. Yeah, somebody can be shocked that they're blocked or your number doesn't work. You change your number or, you blocked them. The Wheel of Fortune. There could be an old job that's trying to call you, trying to get in contact with you. Okay, something about an old boss or supervisor that was an asshole. On purpose, Three of Swords. They could have fired you. For example, I use myself for example. Like I used to work at this nonprofit or whatever, and... First of all, one of my coworkers used to always, send me, dick pics and, videos on the internet, just, inappropriate shit, right? Didn't ask for it, you know what I'm saying? Sending shit to my phone, right? Wanting to sleep with me, wanting to do all, and it seemed like when I, said no or whatever, right? And the boss was that way too. They happened to be best friends. As soon as I said no, and kept saying no, all of a sudden shit starts happening at work involving me. Shit starts happening, right? I get in trouble for being too quiet, for being too focused on my work. Oh, you're not congregating with everybody. You're not talking shit and bullshitting with everybody else in the office. How come? What's wrong with you? You're making us feel standoffish. We feel uncomfortable to the point where I got suspended, right? Oh, we're gonna suspend you for this amount of days or whatever, and when you come back, we can talk about it. Talk about what? Talk about what, sir? What are we talking about? You're being very evasive, very vague. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling like you're trying to get rid of me. And lo and behold, that's what happened. There wasn't no coming back. They just had to, they were too much of, cowards, right? They knew they had no just cause to get rid of me. Bitch, are you serious? I'm the best thing you got up in this motherfucker. The best. And I ain't being cocky and I just do my job well. It doesn't matter what job I'm doing. I'm focused on it. You know what I'm saying? It matters to me. I'm not gonna work somewhere that, I'm against or, I got opposing views. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do a job that it resonates with me. I don't give a shit if it's the janitor. I'm not gonna do a job that doesn't resonate with me. So anyway, I couldn't even get unemployment, right? Higher ups didn't give them a reason why they fired me. So the whole time, when they finally found that out, okay, I just had to deal with it by that time. 8 months later, I should have got back pay. You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of shit. They should have got in trouble. Oh yeah, your old boss said, they don't have a reason why they fired you. They couldn't tell us a reason. You know what I'm saying? Shit just goes on and just happens, and people are just supposed to deal with it. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. Who cares? No. Fuck that. Fuck that. Okay. So yeah, somebody's old boss is they getting plowed now. It's their turn. Stephen could be significant. The name Steven. Adrian, the Hangman. Audrey, the Queen of Wands. Pisces, Sagittarius. Somebody's scared. Somebody's watching your readings if you're a tarot reader. They're watching the readings and they're afraid that you're going to mention something about a child. Ooh. I'm going to mention it, bitch. 3 of Swords. Yeah. Somebody's scared that somebody's going to mention that they've been having inappropriate relations with a child. Somebody could have said that you did this. Somebody could have said that you did this. That you were this way. Yeah, and they're getting caught for being a pedophile. Yeah, they have romantic feelings for a very, very young page energy. Like very young. And they've been doing something for a while. 3 of Swords, a long while. Temperance, the Lovers, oof. Ick. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Hey, somebody could be recovering something or recovering from something. Being left out in the cold or feeling, this could be a wound from being left out in the cold so much, right? Somebody could be overcoming this or could have overcome this. This could be you, could be somebody else, the world, could be you and somebody else. Somebody looks good, very good. Somebody looks very handsome, very beautiful. Okay, this is somebody who's being viewed online or the internet. Okay, yeah, on a platform, or somebody could be an actor or actress. Like somebody can have like a first project come out or the first project that they were in. Yeah, I'm seeing like movie producers. I'm seeing Netflix. I'm seeing Paramount. I'm seeing what's that other one? Shit. HBO. Okay. Something about you inspiring. writers, actors, producers. You're giving inspiration. Okay, you're Five of Swords sideways. You might get somebody that wants you to be in like a film or something like that. Okay, maybe even one playing yourself in your about your own life. The Page of Swords. Yeah, somebody's like having the ideas are swirling around in someone's brain right now. The Ten of Cups. The Six of Wands. Yeah, it's like your family. It's like watching a big blast go off in the sky, right? You know, everybody sees it. You know, there could be like a ricocheting effect. You know, but it's like your family members. It's like it's like you're in the sky and who you are is being revealed, like just ripped off, curtain ripped all the way off, right? And there's just this marvelous light, right? And they're just stunned and just stuck looking up like, oh shit, we done fucked up, you know. We done fucked up. Oh my god. Oh my god, you know. And then it sets in some more. Oh my god. Oh my god, what we gonna do? We about to get fucked up. What we gonna do? Six of Wands, the Nine of Swords. Oh my god. It's like watching fireworks go off, but with fear in their eyes, you know? It's like the fireworks coming back down at you, you know, 3D style, just. Virtual reality can be significant. Yeah, it's like somebody wanting to trap you inside of a virtual reality and you not even knowing that you're in one. And if you don't know that you're in one, then you can't get out. You don't know to get out because you don't know that you're in a virtual reality. It's kind of how life is. It's kind of how the Matrix is. Virtual reality. Similar. Very similar. Very similar. All right, let's look at the mess deck, baby. Baby. Baby, baby. Eva missile under the tree for me. This is the second time I done sung a Christmas song in March. Okay, I don't know what it is about Christmas. All right, I don't know. I do not know. Wish granted. Okay, your sister slept with your ex. Okay, who cares? You know, if this your sister, you already, you know, you already know how to get down. You know, okay. But somebody you could be looking to see if this is what's going on. Yes, it is. You could be younger. Okay, you could be in your 20s. All right. Somebody's feeling suicidal. All right. You know, it ain't never that bad. Okay, it ain't never that bad. You know what I'm saying? Go on and get some help. Go on and get some help. Let me say for entertainment purposes now. Okay, before I forget later. There's somebody that you're close to for a certain amount of time, okay? Maybe in a sauna or at a work environment or, you know, in passing. Something about you being close to someone in close proximity for like 5, 10, 20 minutes maybe at the most. Wanting to like, being so close to them but wanting to touch them, okay? It's like, you know how you want to, no, that'll sound weird. Well, no, it's not. It's when you're into somebody, right? You want to be close to them. You want to, you know, see how they smell, you know, their pheromones, right? You want to, you know, touch their skin, right? You want to be close to them, you know? Put your arm around them, you know what I'm talking about. Don't make it weird. It's only weird if you know, it's two people that aren't into each other. Or if one person's into them, another one isn't. That's when it's weird, okay? Serial cheater in the reverse. Somebody is not a serial cheater, okay? All right? Somebody's a missionary, a nomad, okay? Somebody can be tall, be you or them or both. got, do you trust me? Okay, somebody wants to know if you trust them, or, you know, maybe maybe you pull back your energy a little bit. Okay, maybe somebody could be looking at their behavior, and that's not to say that they have bad behavior. They had it, but maybe their behavior was not action oriented. Okay, maybe they were in their head, you know, sleeping on themselves. Okay, that's what it feels like. It means to be low, then you get louder. People are watching your home. Okay. Maybe I Deserve by Tank. Somebody's thinking, okay, somebody is thinking about what they deserve, right? You know, so they're putting themselves in your shoes, whoever this is. Okay, this is somebody that if this is somebody that you have not conversated with yet. You haven't. There hasn't been no initial. Hi, my name is, you know, so and so. Like, how are you? But you guys have made eye contact before. You guys have been close proximity to each other before. You know, there's an unspoken. You know, we hear, right? But it's unspoken. Okay. Got oil rigs. Somebody could be in the oil business, or somebody's family can be. Okay. Somebody could be wealthy. Got hazel eyes. Somebody could have hazel eyes or pink eye. All right. I got a karmic brother, in-law, half, step, play. Got college. Okay, so it's the right timing. I almost said tonight. Tonight may be the right timing for something to occur, to happen, okay, to go down. 81 to 90 years old. Somebody can be around that age, okay. Somebody could have passed away around that age. We got an Empress in the reverse. This could be somebody's grandma, great aunt, something like that. We got fire. It could be a house fire. Somebody could have got fired. Okay, yeah. Fuck it. Okay. Somebody screamed it. Fuck it. Fuck it. 1212, you could be saying. Okay. Something's done. Finito. Homicidal in the reverse. So something about a death. The truth about a death. Okay. The truth about a hit. So somebody could have been taken out already. This could be a loved one of yours. Someone that you love dearly. Okay. Was unalived by family members. By somebody in particular. A grandmother, an aunt, a mom. Maybe all of them, okay? Somebody's brother's involved. Sister as well for someone. Okay, specific family members. Yeah, somebody's death was, it was weird. It wasn't natural. Okay, it was induced. All right, and then they tried to come after you. So you could have been the child to whoever this person is that's deceased. The grandchild, the child, or honorary child, okay? Or just family member, period. Whatever they were to you. All right. Yeah, there's like an earthquake going on. Some shit's being shaken up. Okay, 17 to 20 years old. Somebody could have a young adult or be a young adult. Baggage. Somebody could be flying somewhere. Sex behind your back. Hookup sites. So somebody could have got caught on hookup sites or something like that. Okay. For others of you, somebody is not on hookup sites. They don't do hookup sites. Okay, they don't do that. If they did in the past, they don't anymore. Okay, remember, somebody's not a serial cheater. Okay, they feel trustworthy. I didn't even have to really sit and stew on that to feel that. Okay, and that means something. Somebody could be going to prison for spreading STDs, STIs. Do it. Happy birthday. Ronnie. Do it. What's up, Ronnie? right, let's see. Let me get 4, please. Platonic passion. Blocked. Okay, somebody could have, for somebody who, I don't know, this could be a friend who maybe wanted to be more than a friend for some of you. For others of you, this could be a friend who misses you, somebody who you blocked sometime in the past. Asking me 5 minutes ago, okay? Yeah, blocked. Same page, breakup, somebody you thought you were on the same page with. Physical passion, yeah. Somebody could have just wanted to, you know, okay, someone new. So yeah, someone new, still saying it could be same sex for some of y'all, okay? Yeah, because you walked away from someone else, okay? You could be meeting somebody too good looking, too very vibrant, powerful light bearers. Okay, well, I don't want to use that term, but no. People who are very much carrying the light, okay? Pure light. You know, there's no specks of, you know, little pepper specks in it or anything. It's pure, okay? It's pure, which means it's potent, very potent, okay? To the point where, you know, people could feel sick in your presence, right? It's kind of like, oh no, it's not kind of like, you make demons flee, you know, demonic energy flee. You know, they cannot contend with the light that you carry, right? You trigger people's demons. They might not have the words or the understanding to know that that's what's happening. So they might, you know, not like you for some reason, but they can't put their finger on it. You know, they just go with it instead of just sitting with it and questioning and, you know, searching themselves, asking questions. Secrets and lies. Infatuation. So somebody that's infatuated with you is a liar. They keep secrets. Yeah, no strings attached. Yeah, they a hoe. They a hoe. They a hoe. There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house. Reminds me of the Players Club. I'ma kick your ass. Diamond. I said, who made that scene like that? I'ma kick your mother. Hey. Ronnie was the beast. And when she came in there, she was dancing for the cops. And she had the little skin suit on or whatever, she started dropping it. I love the Players Club. I love it, boy. That's a hood classic. Love Players Club. It's like the first time watching it every time. You know what's gonna happen. Holding you back. Part with Ebony pissed me off every time. We want to strangle Ice Cube in the movie. Once a cheater. So this is mess right here. You know, this is mess. Oh, should I tell him? I should tell him. You just reminded me of it, so I think you want me to tell him. Okay, so look, I thought of something, right, for my family, right, since I'm at the beginning of my family tree, right? I came up with this, you know, obviously Spirit brought it up to me. I got this book, right? This old school, like old-timey book. It's made out of like, you know, it's like how they used to make books back in the day. Like when they used to literally have to create the pages, like, they made the pages of books in a different way, right? So the pages are more muffled, they're more raw material, okay? So it has the old-timey look to it, you know? I'm about to show you in a second. And Spirit gave me an idea, right? To write down every demon that I've ever faced and overcome, right? Starting with Asmodeus, right? That'll be the first one that goes in the book. But drawing a picture of the demon, right? You know, from my depiction or whatever, and then writing a profile, you know what I'm saying? You know, the symptoms of this demon, right? You know, how to tell when this demon's around or when you know, it's latched onto you, right? How to get rid of the demon, You know what I'm saying? How to get it up off of you, right? And pass it down to my kids after me. Pass it down to my kids after me, right? Because they're gonna face things as well. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna encounter things as well. So why not have the description for it, right? And how to battle it. And how to battle it, right? Here's the book. See what I mean by the pages. Look at the pages. You see? As if I was in, I don't know, the year 16 something, right? Yeah, a part of the inheritance that I'm gonna leave to my kids. I feel like this would be the most valuable. Learning and knowing how to fight the demons that are gonna come to try you. I feel like that's the best gift. You know what I'm saying? Don't want them to be shocked or surprised, right? Oh, okay, having these symptoms, right? Okay, Pops battled this back in the day. Moms battled this back in the day. So this is how I defeat it. This is how I beat it. This is how I keep it at bay. Yeah, I don't want to keep that to myself. I thought that'd be something nice to share, right? Why gatekeep it? Why gatekeep it? Press paper, that's what's called. It smells pretty damn good. I like the smell of it. Yeah, but I thought that was nice. Yeah. See, because look in this. He looks like he's facing something. He's young. His parents are gone. He's looking for how to, he's dealing with something and he's looking for the solution. He done went through all these books. I'm telling you, it's a good idea. All right, let's see. What's the time? 38:35. Where we at? We at the future? The current. We at the current? Let's see. Right. All right, we got 3 of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles. Say my name, say my name. The Sun, somebody could be having some good sex. Okay. What's my name? What's my name? What's my name? Yeah, somebody. Be group sex. Okay, 7 of Cups. Yes, there's a lot more voices in the background. More than 2. Okay. The 8 of Cups sideways. Yeah, it's hard for somebody to walk away from something. Like they keep trying to leave a lifestyle or leave something. Okay, but they keep being drawn back to it. They keep being tempted to do it. So somebody's not dealing with their pain. Yeah, somebody thinks that they can just stop something. You have to deal with the pain. Whatever it is that's causing you to respond in that way, right? Death. I just mentioned Asmodeus, okay? I feel like that's what somebody is trying to get free of. Yeah, Asmodeus. Shall rebuke, okay? Somebody's battling, okay? Page of Wands. Somebody, it's like the minute somebody says, okay, I'm gonna fight it, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, right? Here comes the temptation immediately. It's like, don't even say it. Don't even say it. And it's difficult if you're trying to do anything like that, right? It's difficult at first. You have to literally fight against it. It's a tug of war. You are going to mess up sometimes. You're going to, So if you are doing this, right? If you're trying to wean yourself off of a person, place, or thing, be patient with yourself. Okay? I'm not saying use it as an excuse. I'm saying be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself. And if something happens to where, you mess up or, you trip a couple times, right? Don't let yourself feel defeated. Don't let yourself feel defeated, okay? right? But okay, fuck, it happened. I hate that it happened. Okay, I'm just gonna work hard to make sure that it doesn't happen next time, right? And you do that until it doesn't happen anymore. Okay, the Emperor. That's what somebody could have did. That's not necessarily. Well, I mean, that might actually benefit you. Actually, masturbation. I mean, in the sense that you're trying to stop having orgies, just trying to stop having group sex, just trying to stop sleeping randomly with other people. Yes, masturbation would work in your benefit. It absolutely would, to a source. And masturbation is not inherently bad. It's not. It's not. Okay. Actually, you can actually clear up energy that way. Okay. Transmute energy that way. Okay. There's a whole bunch of different. It's not inherently bad. Okay. Now, if you're doing it to do some evil things, then yes. All right, then yes. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. I promise you. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. Your intent. Okay. You'd rather masturbate than go out in these streets and risk your health, your safety. You are human. You know what I'm saying? You do require pleasure, right? Not to nobody should be beat over the head for being human, living a human experience. Okay, being a being that was made to experience pleasure. Okay. Okay. Pleasure is not a thing to be ashamed of. It's not a thing to shy away from. It's not. The world make us feel that way, right? But it's not. It's not. It's the same. It's another experience along with the other experiences that we're here to experience, right? In its fullness. Right? Okay? Empress, it just depends on the person, right? Your intent, how you move around, what you do things for, why you do them. You know what I'm saying? It matters. Empress upright, Temperance reverse, the Seven of Cups reverse. Oh baby, baby. Two of Cups. So it seems that because you're not confused, because you are not clouded or your judgment's not clouded, you're balanced. Because you are balanced, because you see clearly, somebody else is unbalanced. Somebody else is shrouded in illusion. Because you're not. Two of Cups, you could be in a connection. Yeah, and there's somebody else in the connection over here that's afraid to love, that's worried about what the hell you doing. What you and your person up to. Why they person sitting right there next to him? What you and your person up to? What y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? I hope they not having sex with you. I hope they not like somebody needs to mind their business. They need to mind their whole business. Okay. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Ten of Pentacles. Somebody's money's being affected by them being off balance. The Six of Pentacles, excuse me. Something could have been seized, okay, taken control of, or it could be property. Yeah, I'm saying property. I'm saying cars. Okay, homes, land. Okay, businesses that people have made, or somebody's family members. Okay, these are being seized. Okay, taken and given to you, whoever I'm talking to. That and then some. I'm talking to someone who was stolen from, okay, who was taken out of a will or inheritance or a trust. Okay, justice, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Strength. You held on, okay, you endured something. You didn't give up. Alright, so you're about to get your reward. You absolutely are. Okay? You absolutely are. I don't care how long you've been waiting on it. I don't care how long you've heard it. Okay? It's just the fact that you keep hearing it. Just be thankful that you keep hearing it. I'm sure if you stopped hearing it, you would feel some type of way, right? Like, how come I'm not hearing that no more? You get what I'm saying? So, if you're being patient, just be patient. I know you don't want to hear that shit. I know you don't want to hear that shit. I know. Believe me, I know. But hey, There's worse things, isn't there? Right? You know, than being patient. There's worse things. There are. You know. There's worse things. Just think about the things that could, how worse it could be. How bad it could be. You know, you're feeling peace right now. Balance. It could be that you're not in peace, at peace. It could be that you're off balance. You know? But you're not. Somebody could be 38 years old, 83, somebody born in 83, 87, the magician. Somebody is creating, or there's a moment, or there is something being created. It's like putting a door where there's no door. It's like somebody making a door and then stepping through the door, a portal, to give someone something. Like every way's been blocked off, but you know, the Most High is the Most High. You know? Okay. So somebody creates a portal or a door, somebody's given some type of spiritual key to unlock a hidden door. Oh, that reading I gave last year around September, remember? About the trap door, the secret door. It's connected to this reading. Because I just said the secret door. Yeah, somebody's partner or counterpart shows up and they escape out of some type of door that comes out of nowhere. It's like you're surrounded. You know, you're inside of a home or an apartment. You're surrounded spiritually, obviously. And then your partner, a door just appears. And your partner comes forth and then brings you and them through the door. And the door closes and disappears. And the people burst through the house or the apartment and you're nowhere to be found. Could be after you receive something. Okay, 7 of Wands. Yeah, I love you, Faith Evans. My heart belongs to you. So what can I do to make you feel like you? 6 of Cups. I just heard somebody's been a bad boy. I just heard that. 7 of Swords, somebody's been a bad boy. The Emperor's New Groove can be significant. Somebody can watch The Emperor's New Groove. I love that movie. I think that's when he said that. Is it Rob Schneider? Is that his name? No, that's not Rob Schneider. That's the other. That's the animal. Oh my goodness, the animal, Rob Schneider. You remember when? Okay, so that movie, he was basically turned into an animal or whatever. Or he died and the doctor worked on him or something and put animal parts in him or something. That's significant. Okay, so to the story in the Bible, right? You remember when, okay, so there's a story in the Bible about this dude who was turned into a beast, right? A beast of the field. You know, God turned him into a beast of the field. You know, he had claws. I forgot what type of beast he turned him into, but he turned him into a beast. Okay. The fool was in there eating grass like the rest of the, you know, the herd of whatever he turned him into. That's significant. Somebody's being turned over. They've been turned over to what it is that they desire so much. Okay, and that could be acting like an animal, like a beast, like a wild beast. So somebody's being made uncovered they're being uncovered as who they actually are underneath. A beast, a feral beast with rabies. Okay, somebody is foaming at the mouth. Yeah, I just heard a crowd like scoff, like, you know, and they lean back, pointing fingers at someone surrounded, and his fingers pointed at them. The fool. Yeah, somebody's a fool. Somebody's a fool. People see them. 9 of Pentacles. They're standing there by themselves. 9 of Swords. Look, confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. That quick little confirmation. Look at their eyes. Look at they looking like, oh shit. Oh shit, I done fucked up. They see me. They see me. They see me. These are people who thought this person couldn't hurt a fly, whoever this is. Oh, they would never do that. No, you must have got them mixed up with somebody. Yeah, no, they would never. They would never. They would never. They're such a good person. They're such a kind person. They helped this old lady carry their groceries across the street the other day. I bet they were recording it too, huh? Yeah, they were, but that's besides the point. No. They do things for people to be seen of men, to be recorded. They recorded themselves helping someone, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, right? Like I said, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. One person records themselves being charitable, for the look of it, but they're really an asshole behind the scenes, right? Okay, and another person does charitable things because it's in their heart to do. Thank you, Adonai. Yeah, it's in their heart to do. This is a copycat. Copycat. The Wheel of Fortune sideways. This is somebody who tried to tilt your wheel in their direction. Yeah, tilt your Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Pentacles, in their direction. The Nine of Swords. The Eight of Wands. Somebody's stuck. Somebody's stuck in their pickup truck. In mud. This could be like in a mountainous area, like on the side of a mountain or something like this. Like in the middle of the night. Like freezing cold outside. Okay. Somebody may be having to walk. Yeah, because the truck is like stuck in a ditch or something like that. Okay, these two men, they're protected. Whoever these two men are, they're protected. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, the Two of Cups, the Emperor, the Seven of Wands. Yeah, they're in a place, they're in a very supernaturally stimulated environment, wherever they're. That's why they're stuck on the side of the road. Something supernatural made it so they got stuck on the side of the road. So this is these people are in an area where there's like cryptids, okay? You might see a Bigfoot or two, or what they call Bigfoot, okay? I'm hearing howling, wolf howling, okay? Two people are in a very. It's a ranch. Oh my God, what is that ranch? What is that ranch with all the supernatural activity that happens around it? They could be near this ranch, whoever I'm picking up on. I cannot remember the name of this ranch, but the government did the government have control over it, or somebody had control of it first, or bought it first, and then I think the government or something like that. I don't know. Skinwalker Ranch. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Confirmation. Skinwalker Ranch. I'm picking up on two people that are like stranded near Skinwalker Ranch right now. Right now. Okay. But they are protected to wherever they're walking to. Because there's some freaky shit that goes on out there. Some weird shit. Okay. Definitely Skinwalker Ranch. The Five of Swords reverse. The Hierophant. Too many. Somebody got caught in court. Yeah, somebody had a choice to make and they did not make the right choice. They got caught. Somebody was trying to pass something off, or this could be an attorney as well. An attorney got caught being fraudulent in a courtroom. Ooh, Eight of Swords, King of Pentacles. Ooh, wee. The Page of Swords sideways. Yeah, somebody gave false testimony. Somebody was in on the scheme. Thank you, Abba. Yes. Eight of Swords right there. There's an attorney or somebody going to prison. Yep, the sham is up. The Two of Wands is over. There could be somebody else who spilled the beans to the police. They truth about some type of land or something, or being taken from you. Okay, they could have told the truth about a murder. Okay, and an attempted murder. They told all of it. They told all of it. Yeah, I'm feeling their heart is in their ass right now. Okay, their heart just dropped all the way to their ass. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do one more because there's still some messages in here. I feel them. I feel them. Some strange shit going on. Yeah, somebody mama all up in they shit. Okay, like this person cannot go sit down somewhere and mind their own fucking business. A Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Like, damn, go mind your business. And ain't enough that ugh. This bitch done been all up in between your relationship and everything. Yeah, just made sure that you wasn't with the partner they didn't want you to be with, and they still looking over your fence. What? Who over there now so I can come over there and get in between? And, fuck that up too. Somebody mama gonna get dropped. Okay, don't ask me how. Ask your ancestors, because somebody ancestors telling me somebody mama about to get touched. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They sick of her with their two faces, okay? Somebody has these two main faces that they use. Sasha, somebody has an alter ego or something like that. Somebody they've named their alter ego, so you may hear them talk about, that's that's so and so, talking about themselves, right? But something else that is within them. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing the demon, spirits like animating it right now. I'm seeing the demon on the inside of them, controlling them with like Atari sticks, is what it looks like. Like the little alien on Men in Black that was inside of that human. It was in the brain. It was like this big, and he was sitting there and he had the little controls and shit. He was controlling the human. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. All right, let's do one more. Hold up. Kimashio. Blah, blah, blah. I'm getting hungry again. Shit. Use a stick. Yeah, dementia, it is a demon. It is absolutely a demon. Absolutely. I saw this, I was watching this reel the other day, right? Of this dude who was diagnosed schizophrenic, right? And he was speaking to this energy, right? This negative energy that was in his home or whatever. He was literally speaking to it, right? Like you always do this, or you wait till this time at night to, mess with me or whatever. You need to leave or whatever. And they diagnose him schizophrenic, but he's not schizophrenic. He's an empath. I'm sitting here watching the video and I'm like, I'm seeing everything in him, like his gifts and everything. I'm like, he's an empath. Told him he was schizophrenic and he's taking medication for being schizophrenic, but he's an empath. A very, very, very strong one. Very strong one. I was like, damn, you're right. A lot of people who are diagnosed something and they're on some type of medication, right, to keep them docile or whatever, these are people with spiritual gifts. These are people with spiritual gifts. Okay, think of like X-Men. Think of like, those comics, those movies that we've seen, right? They'll put them in a mental asylum, right? Or a crazy house, and the other mutants got to break them out of it, right? Because they're not crazy. They're gifted. They're gifted. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. I don't know why I'm repeating myself, because I hate repeating myself, but I don't know. Maybe there's doubles of something, or somebody's repeating themselves, or you could be marrying somebody. Exactly. All right, let's see. What else? Wheel of Fortune. Stroke of good luck. Okay, favor. The Knight of Swords. You already have favor, but the energy of good luck is a thing. Okay, so I feel like you being, Tinkerbell is think happy thoughts, beloved. Think happy thoughts. Tinkerbell is sprinkling her little magic fairy dust on you. You about to fly. You about to fly. Hold the happy thought though. Don't lose it. Hold it. You don't want to fall off the sky. Okay. Hold the happy thought. Keep your energy balanced. Okay, the time has come for this could be a warrant. Two of Pentacles. Yeah. This could be somebody serving. Oh. So somebody feels something's bittersweet. Okay, somebody could have to arrest their partner or somebody that they know. Why does it sound like that shit keeps getting loud? Let's just turn it off. Page of Cups. Yeah, somebody can know someone's family. Somebody could be really close to someone, but they're a criminal, and they're finding out that they're a criminal, and they have to arrest them. The Moon, the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. So they don't like the fact that they have to, but they have to. It's their job. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing somebody put somebody in cuffs. They're like, sorry, man. Hey, you're one of the bad guys. Yeah, somebody got their head down. They feel embarrassed. They feel like they let their partner down. They feel like they let them. Yeah, somebody just, that sucks. Ruined the relationship. Trust. Knight of Cups. Somebody have love for somebody. Could have been romantic love for someone. Okay, on the down low. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. The Empress. This could be somebody who actually has feelings for an Empress. Whoever is arresting someone has feelings for an Empress. Energy. Man or woman. Could be same sex for somebody. The King of Cups. Yeah. Four of Swords. Yeah, somebody's putting something to rest. Okay, something is over. It's ending or it's over. Depending on what timeline you're on. Page of Pentacles, the Emperor. The Eight of Pentacles. Somebody's being served, okay, some type of paperwork. Their business has to be shut down. It has to be closed by a certain date, okay, or else. On the other side of that, this could be like a sting operation, okay, that's over, that's done with. Okay, this could be like a bust, a drug bust. Somebody could be transporting it's imported goods, okay, drugs, smuggling. Somebody could work at the port, a port, okay, imported fish, seafood, okay, there's like drugs hidden in them. Yeah, I'm saying like cocaine, opium, things of that nature. Eight of Pentacles, it's an enterprise. Two of Cups, yeah. This is somebody that this person being arrested, this dirty cop being arrested, was in partnership with. Somebody's cell phone's being looked through. Okay, so it's like find one and find them all. Find one, you find them all. So all the information is in somebody's phone, and it's being looked through. It's an evidence. The Ace of Cups. Somebody has great love for somebody, and this is a police officer or somebody who had prior military or could be in the military. Two of Cups, yes. The Eight of Wands, the Devil. Somebody's obsessing about getting to you quickly. Okay, Nine of Wands, Strength. Okay, they'd expect you to have strong boundaries. Okay. I feel like they've gotten to know you in a sense. Watching you, being around you, okay, maybe without you knowing it, and then until you actually found out or understood that was what was going on. Five of Wands. What's the conflict? What's the conflict? Ten of Swords. What's the conflict right there? It could be a group of people fighting. Okay, somebody could be locked up fighting. This is like a whole bunch of people jumping somebody or having their way with someone, the Three of Wands. Yeah, somebody that's fantasizing and wishing that they can go back in time. This can be a water sign. I could be prophesying this, or this is happening right now. Page of Swords. Somebody thinking back of a more peaceful time, and that peaceful time was with you. Somebody sure missing your cuddling, your arms being over them when you sleep at night. Yeah, to now they're in a cold cell, alone, sleeping on some steel and a thin-ass paper thin mattress. And they are paper thin. Okay, the mattresses ain't shit. They ain't shit. I experienced it firsthand. Okay, they ain't shit. The Two of Cups. Yeah, wondering about your relationship. They could be talking to somebody every once in a while on the phone, trying to figure out, what you're doing, and Three of Swords, who you're with now, and how you're living, and Five of Swords. Yeah, somebody will do whatever they have to do to protect this relationship. That's too many. Whoever this connection is with, they'll do whatever they have to do to protect it. Like to keep the competitors or people who think that they want to compete for you, or who will try to get in the way and start trouble, start problems. Like somebody is going to be very much aware, just like you are. So when the two of you get attacked by outside people, the both of you have that understanding, right? So, it won't be one person trying to explain to the other person, hey, babe, we're being attacked right now. That's why, there's this friction in between us, right? That seemed to come out of nowhere. Yeah, we're being attacked right now, and then trying to explain that to somebody who doesn't really understand it, that relationship might not stand the test, right? Okay. Versus somebody who is on your level and understands through and through, okay, about your spiritual experience that you're both going through. All right. Eight of Pentacles in reverse, so it won't work. It won't work because you're fortified. Okay. The shit's locked down. Four of Pentacles. You guys are back to back. Y'all got each other. From the womb to the tomb. Well, that don't really apply to twins, but you know what I'm saying. The Nine of Pentacles. Seven of Cups, Ten of Swords. Nine of Cups. Confusion and betrayal. Because those who tried to hold you back couldn't. And they're being taught a lesson. And you are standing in the number one spot. Looking like the purest glass of water that anybody had ever seen. And everybody want to drink from your cup. Everybody. You pressure. Eight of Swords, the star. You're pressure out here. Nine of Cups. You pressure. I ain't got to gas you. I ain't gassing. It's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. You pressure. Pressure. Hold on, there's more. Yeah, you may have the longest reading out here, okay? Says, you are the bullseye, right? Okay, so these are things that are being pinpointed, or they have been, the bullseye is being hit in a lot of different places. You and Libra have that type of effect in your readings. Libra and Sagittarius. The target, the bullseye, and the balance. The Libra scales. Justice, hitting the spot. The Magician. Burritos. Barrio. Barrio. B-A-R-R-I-O. Barrio. Is that a drink? Is that a drink? I think it's a drink. The Tower. Oh, people are like, how'd you do that? Oh my God, like, how did they not die? How are they still alive? It's like a building collapsing and you being inside of it. A stone structure collapsing, and it looks as though there's no way that you could have survived, but there you come, walking out of the rubble. The Hermit. You were protected. It's like this invisible shield was around you when this structure was falling. What's that movie? It reminds me of, was that Black Lightning? When the dude had got buried underneath the rubble? And then years later, centuries later, he woke up. I think it was Black Lightning. Or no, I think it was X-Men. Yeah, because that's where Storm got her power from. Yeah, X-Men. Yeah, he was protected, and then he woke up like generations later. They were trying to resurrect him. The Four of Wands. So somebody could be playing in necromancy. Yeah, I'm seeing super soldiers. You know, trying to take gifts of the chosen ones and implant them in a type of super soldier. Something about the consciousness, trying to transfer one's consciousness, or that's too many, spirit. Or soul, okay, transference. Yes, you can transfer the soul. You absolutely can. You know, the original vessel has to be gone. You know, it has to be destroyed. That is a real thing. You can put a soul, take it from one place and put it in another place. You absolutely can. Okay. Remember, we live in a very magical universe. Okay. Where the things that you deem, you know, to be impossible are actually more possible than you think. Okay. Strength. Okay, something is strong, is fortified. Okay, it will not fall. It will not be infested, subdued. Okay, captured. All right, this is a fortified fortress. The moon in the reverse. Okay, somebody has a lot to say. Somebody has a lot to say. Okay, something might just like pour out of someone. Okay, 10 of Cups, like I want a family with you. You know, it might not come out like that, but you know, somebody may tell you that they see their life with you. You know, they've since they've met you, right? As they've been watching you or whatever, they see their life with you. 9 of Pentacles. They feel like the both of you will be able to be together and still have your independence. You know, and not be insecure about, you know, a person, you know, not being able to trust a person. The 5 of Wands, okay, the 8 of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Somebody's trying to stop your work because your work is helping these things come together. Whatever you do for work. 7 of Wands, the Fool. Okay, it's like you're putting up a force field. You're teaching people how to block out the fool. You know, the reckless fools in their lives, or that try to come into their lives or get back into their lives. And it's pissing off the ones who are corrupt. It's pissing off the ones who want to infiltrate, you know, secretly. Keep people dumbfounded. You know, keep them underneath the shade of religion. You know, let's sit here. Everything's just peaches and rainbows, and everything's gonna be all right, and you know, everything's gonna keep running like it has been forever, right? You know, don't think outside of you know, the proximity that we put you within. Do not think outside of that. Don't question anything. You know, don't question our judgment or you know what we're telling you. You know, just be blind sheep. Yeah, be happy with what we give you. You can't own anything, but you can rent it from us. You know, so don't get any ideas. All right? Okay, you know, yeah, you can have all the food you like. It's poison. It's poison, you know. Yeah, we prefer that you have it. We prefer it. You know, we're gonna destroy all of the good crops. We're gonna poison all of the land and the dirt. You know what I'm saying, and the soil, so that you cannot grow nutritious, natural foods that are good for you. You know. Yeah, we're gonna try to force you to deal with us. Yeah, we're gonna try to force you to deal with us. Yeah, force you to give us your money, force you to live, you know, as a slave, the hangman, sideways. And we don't ever want you to think outside of that. Yeah, we just want you to be a sheep that's asleep and a slave to the system. 10 of Swords in the reverse. King of Swords, just heard. So what about the government shutdown? Temperance sideways in the Knight of Pentacles sideways. So the government's plan is not working because these empresses are standing. I'm seeing a whole bunch of emperor energy standing like in arms, in their armor. Okay. I'm seeing their wings. Okay, everybody's got a different set of wings. I see wings of fire. I see, you know, some steel wings. You know what I'm saying? Like the comic book character. You know, his wing shoot out blades or whatever. You know, that are shaped like feathers. Like you guys are differently equipped spiritually. How I'm seeing y'all in the spiritual realm. Yeah, so something did not work. The government tried to provoke something so that something else could be implemented. So they're looking for like plan B, plan C, plan all the way to plan Z. Okay. Generation Z can be significant. Okay. Being targeted. Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay. There's some Generation Zs that are waking up right now to something. Two of Pentacles. Yes, they're coming up out of a slumber. The Sun. The Eight of Wands, and they're moving. Okay, the energy's moving. It's like coming out of a daze and then remembering that you were in a race. Remembering that you're in a race. You know, you come out of it, you're like, you know, kind of like, where am I for a second, right? And then all of a sudden you snap back and, oh shit, I'm racing. Yeah. Yeah. You know, but when you come back to, you know, you're faster. You know, your stride is better. Right? Okay. The stride between, you know, your front and your back leg is better. You know, it's like you just came out of some type of time warp or something, right? Somebody thought they had you slowed down, you know, but that slowing down, you know, it benefited you, right? The tortoise and the hare, you know, it benefited you because this is not a race of speed. It's a race of stamina. Not speed, stamina. Wrong S. Somebody thought it was about speed. It's not. It's not. That slowing you down helped you. That's what was supposed to happen. And then when you come out of it, shoo, gone. Get little. Like, y'all see where she went? Y'all see where he went? Where'd they go that fast? Where'd they go that fast? The Eight of Cups. Two of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. The Fool. Yeah, somebody's like the Flash. They come out like the Flash. Damn, what's up? Ace of Pentacles, the Sun. Queen of Cups in the reverse. Somebody mama pissed off the lover. Somebody mama mad because they can't fuck up somebody's lover's connection. A Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be a Pisces and a Cancer that are mad. Yeah, look. Throwing my cards and shit. They mad. Because it can't affect your love life. Hating ass bitches. Eight of Swords, the Three of Wands. Somebody's grandma thought that they was the only one that could talk shit. So every time they hear you say something or they hear somebody say, all of a sudden their feelings hurt. Did you hear what they said to me? Did you hear what they said about me? Oh my God. They talk shit all day, all night. Make people feel like the lowest of the lowest. And this bitch is over here with her feelings hurt. Okay. You know, narcissists seem to be the most sensitive people on this planet. You know, they'll say that you're emotional. They're really the ones that are emotional. You know, they got to get back at you for some perceived wrong. That's not even a wrong that you did to them. Just a perceived wrong. King of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Emperor. Okay, you got a lineup here. You got a lineup. Three Emperor energies, or not three Emperor. Okay, so it could be three Emperor energies since I said it. Okay. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. There's also King of Wands, King of Cups out here. Queen or King, take her out of his neck. Five of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and somebody's on the outside. Oh, what's that? Something hiding behind it. The World. The World, Five of Pentacles, the Page of Swords. Somebody's been exposed online. Four of Cups. Yeah, people are seeing them for who they are. I'm hearing whispers. This could be a male. Somebody was biting off of you. Purge, what's it called? Plagiarism. The Hierophant. Person could be dealing with court. They're in trouble. The Two of Swords, yeah. Something that they thought that they were getting away with, getting by. It's could be I could be talking about Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, heavy Earth, heavy Taurus, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Okay, Leo, Sagittarius. Six of Cups sideways, some type of backdoor deal or something like that. Somebody tried to backdoor somebody in the past, or they did. Ten of Cups, yeah. It's either your family or somebody who's connected to your family, or your family got to them. They took the bait. Four of Cups, yep. They took the bait and they got left out. All right, let's wrap it up, Spirit. I'm feeling a little empty now. The messages are dwindling down. There's some family members here that feel disgusted. They're pissed off. They feel disgusted. Okay, something is shocking. They can't believe that somebody did something or how far somebody went. Justice, yeah. Death. Somebody tried to kill someone. You? Somebody's grandma, somebody's mom, somebody's dad. Somebody tried to kill their child or their grandchild who's an adult because they want to steal something from them and keep it. Yeah, and the rest of the family's finding out what this bitch did, or these bitches did, or these niggas did. The Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. The plan, the whole plan is out in the open. The whole plan. Yeah, 2 of Wands. The whole plan. The Lovers against a divine couple. 5 of Pentacles. Trying to leave these two out in the cold from each other and from their inheritance. Oh, you best believe this karma. This payback is, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I usually don't even use the word payback, but hey, Spirit's giving me a payback. Yeah, something became personal after a while. They made it that way. That's what your ancestors saying. The Hermit is personal to them. Yes, it is. Not my baby. King of Wands. Queen of Cups. The Ace of Wands. Queen of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles. So it started with this and it's ending with this. Okay. Some bomb ass sex. So there's a King of Wands and a Queen of Cups and a Queen of Wands that are having some type of orgy or something like that. It could be in a motel room or something. Trying to affect your finances, okay, because they're broke and sick, mentally and physically ill. This is a couple and a third. So it's either poly or it's adding in a third, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Leo, Sagittarius, Virgo. Give me one more. Strength, yeah. 8 of Cups in the reverse. They're trying to grab a hold of you energetically. Like snatch you up. 8 of Cups reverse strength. They're trying to like snatch you up. Snatch you from a timeline. The 3 of Cups, a group of people. They're having some type of orgy or some shit like that. Right now, as I'm speaking. 6 of Swords. 10 of Pentacles. The Ace of Swords. Knight of Wands. The 6 of Pentacles. Something about smoke. I'm seeing clouds. Okay. Methamphetamines can be significant. That's what they're doing at this motel. Smoking meth and doing sex rituals. Somebody cannot run away from some type of truth. Okay, so this is about to make something fucking. I'm talking about Hiroshima explosion. not literally like something exploding, but energetically, okay? And in the 3D, not a bomb, but the situation. Whatever this, all this energy that they're trying to direct to you, okay, doing this orgy or whatever, something's going to happen while they're doing it. Something very scary. Somebody can stop breathing, okay, or all of a sudden they can't, their windpipes, they can't breathe. Okay, another, and stop breathing. Like I'm telling, something is. Hey, I said it. I ain't gonna say it no more. I ain't gonna say it no more. Somebody be 46 years old, 64. All right, but I'm gonna leave it there. That long ass reading stage. I'm gonna leave it there. Okay. I love y'all. Okay. If y'all wanna donate to the channel, be personal info below the video. All right, scripture section. Make sure y'all, clearing your energy up. Okay, protecting yourself. Stay alert. All right, not paranoid, but alert. And yeah, congratulations to those of y'all who are done dealing with this. Okay, or at least this specific situation. Somebody's favorite color would be purple, red, blue, yellow, green, orange. All right, I'll holla. I love y'all. Stay prayed up. Be easy. Peace.